So, while browsing YouTube today, I stumbled across this video by 7 News Australia, titled Ghosts and Demons Caught on Camera, a compilation of the internet's most divisive videos. And I thought if I'm going to watch it, I may as well watch it while recording and give you some of my thoughts on the content of the video. So without further ado, let's jump straight into this video and hit play.
So for today's drink...
Okay, so the curtain behind her moved. She swung at the curtain with quite some force, but there obviously was nothing there. Let's just jump back a second. Okay, so
for today's drink...
That certainly looks like a figure presses up against the curtain there before she lunges through it. Actually, there's a figure back there. Yep, you can see my mouse. There's a figure back there. As she's running across there, something moves across the bottom there and then is caught moving across there. So I think that was either an animal pressing up against the curtain or it was faked by a person. Moving on, we've got another video, and I've seen this one before. This is, I believe, taken at Gettysburg. It shows some sort of figure. I may have even reacted to this previously. Shows some sort of figure moving around the cannon through the car windscreen that then fades into nothing around there-ish. I think that's possibly a trick of the light, because it sort of moves relatively in time with this down here. I think that's a smudge or a drip of water on the screen that, as they move the camera and the car moves, looks a bit more spooky than it is. I don't actually think there's anything there. I think it's just a trick of light involving a drop of liquid. Okay, so in this one there's obviously so the figure that moves around the back there and then fades into nothingness. Again, it could be a trick of the camera. To me, that just looks like a person wearing all white. You can see the arms, you can see the head, you can see the figure of a person there, so I'm not really sure. And then there's a useful red circle just to really highlight it. Okay, this looks like a Bigfoot.
You're not going to want to miss any of it.
Right, okay. It's just sort of stereotypical Bigfoot, a big hairy looking creature that you see through loads of bushes. Could just be someone in a ghillie suit, it could be someone in a Bigfoot costume. My immediate assumption there isn't Bigfoot. But then it could be, who knows. That's actually, for what you tend to see with Bigfoot sightings, that's actually quite a good, high quality image.
This video, because there are parts throughout the entire video that show visuals of I can't explain, he can't explain.
Right.
There's audio of noises from something.
Okay. What am I looking at? Is this in... Yeah, I'm watching this in HD, so the video footage isn't full HD. What I don't hear anything. I'm just looking on my second screen in case the colour difference highlights it.
Trail right there. That's the trail that you're supposed to take.
Looks like we have a lot of bones.
Mm-hmm. A lot of small carcasses. That of deer to me, that would appear to be.
I would say these are probably from deer.
Yep, I agree with you.
Several of them. Ripped apart. Looks like they're ripped apart pretty good.
I mean, they're broken, but bones tend to fall apart. They're quite brittle
so
afterwards.
After seeing the bones and everything, we decided to continue down to the cave, the
Mhm.
Ozak's cave. We had gotten permission to be able to actually fly a drone out at the park as long as we stayed away from any of the public areas like the lodge or cabins or, you know, even the campgrounds. And the sounds that you're going to hear next.
I'm guessing this is cryptid related as opposed to ghost, but that's fine.
Now the sounds of the leaves rustling, that's us moving around trying to pinpoint the exact location where the sounds are coming from.
Is it the same sound on repeat we're hearing? That sounded like a wolf howl.
Now at this
Are they? Was that the same clip multiple times? I don't think so.
I decided to take the drone up.
Immediately sounded like a wolf or some sort of...
Settings on the camera.
A wolf is again my immediate thought, hiding in the cave.
Light and the dark's really dark.
The noises sounded very similar. It sounded like they were almost repeating to me, which makes me think potentially of recording a speaker buried in the cave.
To try to get anything to stand out, so the picture's not that pretty, but we're trying to...
So he's bumped up all the settings there,
what's
so
making these sounds,
things would stand out.
see if we could see anything at all, and we actually do, and we're going to slow it down and show it a couple times.
What am I looking at?
I don't know, you guys be the judge of it.
I'm guessing it's the black blob behind the tree. Which, okay, it is moving. I didn't think it was moving at first. Two of them. A pack of whatever it is.
As you can see here, clouds have really thickened up, and
Immediately thinking wolves.
snow's on its way. So
I don't actually know where they are though.
try to land the drone so it doesn't get caught up in the snow because it's not waterproof. And we're gonna hike back to where we think we saw something and see if we can't catch it on, you know, our actual cameras up close.
I mean, it's brave to go back there. What's that? Bigfoot.
It's the Ohio grass.
I immediately don't believe this based on the shocking way he went, "Oh my god, it's Bigfoot." I thought he was fake. That just didn't feel like a natural response to me, but maybe this is how they respond to shock. Let's actually look at the Bigfoot quickly.
Close.
I assume this is the same people.
It's the Ohio grass man.
The Ohio Grass Man, okay. Another name for, I assume, a Sasquatch. Why have you immediately panned away from Bigfoot? Bigfoot is escaping through the trees. I mean, as a man in the costume. Looks like a man in the costume to me.
See all the hair.
It doesn't look real. It looks like a guy just sort of wandering through the woodland very casually, as opposed to a more ape-like walk.
Stupid to walk out here in a suit. Get shot. He's right behind that tree.
I'm trying to get a good angle. I mean,
And his hair's gray and black.
is that, yeah, I mean, that's a monkey costume or a gorilla costume or a Bigfoot costume. It's definitely an attempt to look like Bigfoot. I don't buy it. There's something about their reaction that really puts me off this as opposed to the actual potential footage. I still can't tell if this is the same people that were looking in the cave. I'm unsure. Once again, still don't know if this is the same people or not. We're looking at a bush. We're back to Bigfoot, okay. It's walking very casually, which is again still putting me off it being real. It is very much what you expect a Bigfoot or a Yeti or a Sasquatch to look like. A large ape-like hairy creature. It is also walking away from the camera. It's not seen them, it's not reacted to them in any way. Almost oblivious to the fact they're there. The fact it's kept its back to them so far, again, makes me think it could be a guy in a costume. Because I feel like the face of a costume would possibly give away that it's fake. There's a lot of just looking at tree lines here. There's not a lot of shots of the creature. I'm guessing that's supposed to be a footprint. Doesn't look that large footprints to me. They looked fairly, you know, average. We're looking up in the tree lines. We're looking... I haven't seen the Bigfoot for a while. Oh, it's there on the left. Okay. I mean, that isn't what I would have, if that were me and I was faking this, which I wouldn't do for one, but if I were, that's not what I'd have done as a Bigfoot roar. Which in some ways I think leads credibility, as in it's not, you know, a growling deep roar. That's more of a wail. That's more of a... It's what you sort of get... What came to mind from that was the sort of caveman, the jungle, you know, Tarzan sort of wailing as opposed to an actual roar, which is an interesting choice. If it's faked, which I believe it is, but I'm not sure. Also, why would it decide to let out a wail there? That's another question. This has been quite a long clip of the potential. There's a few light growling, sort of more guttural sounds in the background there. Why do we keep panning away from the Bigfoot? It almost feels to me like they don't want the Bigfoot in frame here. They want it to be either far enough away that it's zoomed and so it loses some of the quality, or that they're panning while he's on the screen so that there's motion blur on the creature, the potential creature. I don't think it's a bear on its rear legs, which is what I have seen some people claim Bigfoot is in the past.
So
similarly to skinwalkers and wendigos, which are sometimes just bears with mange, where all the hairs fall out. And they do look odd,
we
but
lost contact with whatever it is. We can't see it, can't hear it. Finally stopped snowing. Sky's starting to clear up a little bit. We were hoping.
so theoretically that Bigfoot then could have been feasting on the deer carcasses that we saw previously. I still think that's fake, but I want to know what you think on that one in the comments, so please let me know.
Be able to see something. We didn't, so we decided to leave. We went up to the famous Bigfoot Ridge, hoped to hear or see something. We didn't. So I guess the ultimate.
Okay, so this place actually is known for Bigfoot. It has a Bigfoot Ridge, which again, I suppose in some ways adds credibility, in other ways takes away. It's almost if they're expecting to see Bigfoot, it would make sense for there to be a Bigfoot there, but at the same time, you go there looking for Bigfoot. I expect that people would walk around in Bigfoot costumes just to sort of, you know, get a laugh out of people.
Question is, was this the Ohio Grassman? Was this Bigfoot? Or was this something completely different? If you have any stories about the Ohio Grassman at Salt Fork,
I don't need you to tell me this. Right, we're back to ghosts now then. That was a long tangent. Okay, a cat, baby gate. Whatever that was in the corner. Oh. Okay. I mean, that looked like a child to me. That was the sort of outline silhouette of a child, possibly coming around that corner and sprinting straight down the stairs. I can't explain that. That's one of the better things in this video. I don't know what caused it. There it is again. You can see it's not... Sometimes things like this I think may be lights that are being reflected through a window, but this doesn't seem to be on the background. This is like an actual physical mass. Could it be a camera glitch? Could it be the camera's not picking up movement there? Well, the background frames do seem to flicker and change there, which makes me think it's not a glitch. I don't know, that one's weird. Again, let me know what you think on that one in the comments down below. I can't come up with an immediate answer for that one. I always like when that happens. It seems to just linger around the stairs and move. And I don't get to see this one because we've got these things that I don't know how to get rid of. No. I don't know if there's a way to view the rest of the video without them. If there is, let me know in the comments because I'd love to actually see the end of videos. But yeah, I'm going to have to end it there. What have we got suggested? Phoenix Light UFO anomalies, phenomenon, Roswell UFO, and of course Kieran O'Keefe, a ghost hunting scientist from Most Haunted. Previously watched The Most Haunted and remember Kieran. He was there in one of the episodes I watched where someone got attacked. Interesting episode. And with that, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for joining me. Let me know what you think on the videos featured in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.